Welcome back, my friends and fellow gamers. I'm Wrath, and we're back for another episode of what I'm going to start calling as Season 4 of my Return to Hellion, as we go through and we prepare ourselves for getting everything started. We are in 0.5.0, so this is our new station. This is our new home. We are going to go ahead and get everything squared away. Okay, go inspect the solar panels. So I'm following through the course of this quest because since things have changed, I've already found some differences in the quests. Like it requires you don't get a warp cell anymore, so instead you just get the new system thing for your. Okay, there's the control to deploy them, but obviously they're damaged, so we're going to need to. Okay. Okay, so it's broken. So we're going to need to repair it in order for this to work. Okay, so now you can see it's redeploying again. Alright, now power up the station. Once I've got the station powered up, I'm going to need to power down my ship so that I can bleed the power off of the power supply there, and I can go ahead and start getting my resources refined here so that I will have something approaching an ability to do anything here. Let's go ahead and store these away. As we're getting kind of light in the O2 department. And we're going to have to get that fixed really soon. Okay, power up the station. Turn the Haven on. Shut the ship off. Alright, so we got power coming in. I need to, let's go ahead and inspect these guys. Alright, this one needs to be repaired. Okay. Access life support. Yeah, that's the. Okay, so. On, off. On, off. Good enough. Yeah, pressurizing the main room is not going to happen anytime soon, as I am currently trying to not die. Alright, so let's start with dumping all of the materials that we can get out of these canisters and into the system here. Even the paltry amount of nitrogen that's in there will help. Put this in the airlock because I know that there's a spot in here for it. Okay. So while we're doing this, we're going to have to... Okay, I don't need any nitrogen. I've got plenty of nitrogen there. Don't need that oxygen there right now. Or that air. Dump those out. Okay. Let's go ahead and start by running the ice. So while that's running, I'm going to go ahead and start by repairing the exterior of the station. All the stuff I can't get from inside. I'll start over there on the refinery, or fabricator, sorry. That part's done. Now there should be also a possible spot, oopsie, up on top here. So we're going to check for that. Yep, that one's sparking too. Ooh, that one's pretty big. We only have about 18 left on this thing, so we're going to repair what we can. Though I doubt we're going to get more than just this one done. It'll at least be something, and once we get back inside, once this runs out, we can go back inside and the refining should be done. And from there we should be able to go ahead and start the repairs, refill it from the refinery. So that's why I'm doing the oxygen for the water first, or the ice first, is because I can get hydrogen out of the ice. Okay, decent there. And it's just this spot right up front here. Yeah, this is definitely not going to be done with this tiny little bit left. Pretty close. Okay. We'll have to check the underside of that one in a second. But for the briefest of moments here, we're just going to step through each part of the ship. Check that out. Okay, unload that. Run up another order of ice. Refill that. And let's get back to work. Section by section, as it were. Gonna try and get everything squared away. Okay. Alright, so we wanted to go down here. Alright, here we go. And finish repairs there. Okay, that is repaired. Let's get out from under the ship. Now, one of the things that I always warn people about is your initial orbit. Now we're starting in one of the normal starting orbits, but these normal starting orbits are not safe by any stretch of the imagination. They look safe, and for the most part, they shouldn't give you too much problems, except for the fact that if you look carefully, there is a mathematical certainty that at some point maybe in the near future, maybe in the distant future, but that at some point your orbit and your station will pass within close proximity to the planet, the moon of Burner, at which point your orbit will be changed and you could be flung very, very far away. So it's always in your best interest to move your station once you are able. So clearing up all of this stuff as quickly and efficiently as possible is always going to be to your best benefit. Okay, and let's seal this up. This will also fix that hole in the side there. They're basically part of the same damage point. Okay. Okay, so main part of the station is fully repaired, and the airlock looks to be fully repaired as well, but I'm gonna double check that, and we're gonna finish up by repairing the main section of the fabricator here. Okay, repaired there. Check over here for any damaged components. Okay, we seem to be good here. Let's see what we've got. Not much. Not much at all. Okay, so they took away some of the scrap that we normally get. Okay. Alright, so now we should be able to finish off our refining while we go and pull some things together here. Alright, so refinery, unload that. Let's go ahead and throw some nitrates in there. Go ahead and start refining that for me. Oxygen, nitrogen. So we're mostly full on the nitrogen. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and top off all the tanks on these, because if I maneuver this thing around, it's probably going to use nitro from their systems as well. So I'm going to probably want that. Okay. Well, we might be a little short on the oxygen. We should be fairly okay. I can go ahead and... The oxygen generator is going to take too much resources here, so... Okay, unload that. Okay. So nitrogen we're full on. So let's refine the remaining ice and dry ice, because because that should at least give us something here. And we will see what we can come up with here. I don't want to waste all of the oxygen, but I definitely need as much in the system as I can manage. Okay. Alright, we're just going to keep a reserve of 50 out for ourselves, just in case. But that should be enough. Let's go ahead and pressurize the main system here. This thing's the real power drain. Let's get enough here to pressurize this main room at least. We can figure the rest of it out as we go. Did I? No, I didn't. Shoot. Okay, so one of the things I forgot to do was go and pull that resource collector, or that resource thing, and that's going to cost me. I did run the stupid thing for a little too long before realizing, but at least I didn't run it all the way. We're just going to take this one right now, because we don't need it out here. So the resource injector will come inside right now, and we'll use that to make this more efficient, so that we will have enough. But I've probably just wasted a lot of resources in doing that, so that's going to hurt a little bit. You got to remember that up front. Toss that in there. And now it's going to consume half as much resources per tick as it was. So it's still going to produce at the same rate, and we can start pressurizing this room. Still consuming the same amount of power, but we're at least now reducing. Like, look how much it just shot through in resources here. Just an ungodly amount of nitrogen was wasted. And we need a fairly large amount of resources to be able to pressurize everything, so I'm hoping that before we run out of nitrogen that we will have enough. So I can take my helmet off. Alright, and that's the end of the oxygen. So let's go ahead and start pressurizing the various components of the station and see what we ended up with. Turn my lights off here. Excuse me for a second. I'm gonna give my son his evening shot. Okay. Plus it takes a while for the air filters to all... Let's turn that on, by the way, so we don't run out of air. Alright, let's go ahead and pressurize the main room. Oh, we got plenty. May have enough to even pressurize the ship, which would be an added bonus. Okay. So we need 443 to pressurize the ship. It's questionable. We might have it, we might not. Set my son's auto-injector here. Okay. consistent, dude. Oh, well done. Clean all that up. Alrighty. Sweet. So station is pressurized. We are good to go. But now one of the other things that we've... Oh, inspect the nanite core for the in the fabricator. Okay. And of course, it's basically telling us to look at how much we have left. Because they want you to realize which ones are weaker and which ones have less time on them. So with that done, what else is... Okay, so we've gone ahead and completed all of those. So we've got a couple of different things that are on our hit list at the moment. We need to air up our ship, but we need to also gather up some resources. I need to go and get that other resource injector, but I don't want to do it just yet because we don't have any way of fabricating any more. Let's go ahead and refine these up real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and start adjusting everything here. First things first, refill my pack. Okay. As before, I've pretty much taken this as my standard loadout for these. It works best for me. Okay. So mining is probably going to become our immediate first concern once we get out of our initial orbit here. Okay. Alright, that gives us, let's go ahead and put the ammo away. Okay. Those need to be refilled, but I don't have the resources just yet to do it. So let's go ahead and look at the stuff that's still around us in the immediate area. Close our helmet and let's go out. I am going to maneuver the entire station to go towards these other signals here because I don't want to leave anything behind or leave anything to chance. Now, since we have the opportunity, and we have enough oxygen currently, even though I don't have a filter to apply to the station, to the ship right now, I'm going to go ahead and button this up here. Let's go ahead and start playing around with power supplies here. Let's go ahead and turn the ship on. We'll leave that one running, and we're going to go ahead and pressurize the ship here. Okay. Ooh, there's a radar upgrade now. Nice. That'll probably increase my range with the ship's scanners. Alright, my suit also is running low on batteries, which is never good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn this and look at what we've got over here. We're going to go ahead and approach these, starting with this derelict corridor. Now again, I have to remember that I'm carrying my station with me, so I can't afford a collision of any kind. But the fact that they've added this derelict corridor means that I've now got a salvage opportunity. And any opportunity that they give you for salvage or anything like that is going to have to be a major consideration. Because you don't ever want to waste an opportunity. There's part of me that thinks that you should probably, when you're warping in, you should probably warp in on the broken stereotrope first, as it's the one that you're not going to keep anything from. Like, warp in onto that, and then grab the stuff out of it that you need, then, you know, maneuver yourself over to your haven, or over to this corridor, do your salvage, and then... Okay. Okay, match up to that. Alrighty. Alrighty. Alright, so we've got this damaged corridor over here. Now this might be nothing, or it might be the fact that they took away all of the standard salvage that you started with makes me think that it's all going to be over here. Yep. Okay, so let's see how many we get. We get 1 shattered plate, 2 shattered plates. Three shattered plates. It looks like just the 3 shattered plates. See if there's anything on the inside of interest and or value. See, like this one, some of the banging I accept as plausible because it sounds like it's coming through the suit. Like as you're touching things, you're picking up the banging. Okay, I'm only seeing 3 of the shattered plates, which I always thought they gave you 4, so that's probably not a good sign. That they're making things a little bit leaner. Although maybe they only ever did give you 3. Let's see, where's my station? There it is. Alright, we're gonna go pick up that mess of a stereotrope, and then we're going to get ourselves out of here. Anyway, we'll have to see what's in the stereotrope in the next episode. Please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing. I hope that you are enjoying this new season as we go ahead and start getting things together and seeing how the game differs now with the new updates. And until next time, I hope you're enjoying, and I will catch you on the flip side.